fitness coaches. So you want to know how to make $180,000 per year as a fitness coach. So make sure you watch this video before you try scaling your coaching business on your own. Now, why should you listen to me? Well, it's very simple, because if you scroll a little bit further down on this page, as you can see, we've took a bunch of coaches to well over 15K per month. We've got Rodney doing 30K per month, Ethan 22K per month, John, who only has 1,300 followers, collected 4.7K in cash in just 7 days. James to 16K pounds, 21K dollars per month. Savannah, 14K in 2 weeks. Ryan, 13K in 2 weeks. Nate, just short of 13K in 2 weeks. Aiden, 6.5K in 3 weeks. And at the time that you're watching this now, we'll probably have more people that we've added onto this landing page as well. So it's irrefutable that the system and the methods that we use to scale fitness coaches work. You cannot deny it. And feel free to go through all the testimonials and see it for yourself as well. But the purpose of this video is to actually just peel back that veil and give you all of the source for completely free, so you know our exact strategy from A to Z, so that you can implement it into your own fitness coaching business. So, social proof out of the way, let's get into the strategy. So all of our clients get access to their own Notion dashboard. Now, this dashboard is just how we manage to centralize everything inside of the business. So they have all their lead magnets and free guides, their one-to-one call notes, assets, group call recordings, the education that we give them, aka the fitness curriculum, with all of the assets in there that we provide and the learnings. Most importantly, though, they have this 30K per month roadmap. This is a step-by-step roadmap that takes them exactly from where they are now to where they want to be, which is 30K months. Each one of these sections that you're looking at right now come with a Loom video that goes over the topic for that video. And this is a full A to Z guide of how to scale your business to 30K per month. And it's one of the main reasons and factors of success for all the coaches we've got at the moment. Now, when we actually look at what it takes in terms of your funnel to actually scale to, let's say, 20, 30K per month as a fitness coach, at the top of the funnel, you only have 4 ways you can generate leads, guys. It's a paid video or paid media, which is ads. It's free media, which is organic content. It's outreach, and it's referrals from your current clients. So we implement all of these across our clients. And essentially what you want to be doing is you want to be uploading organic content on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok primarily. And then filtering that to lead magnets. You want to be running ads and filtering that to lead magnets. You want to be doing outreach via DMs, and this can be people who have liked your story. This can be people who have voted on a poll that you placed on your story, whatever way you want. And then you want people giving you referrals, your current clients, and handing those directly, into your pre-call flow, so that you can book those leads and get them closed. So once they're either in the DM or in the lead magnet or in the broadcast group, you're then going to further nurture these guys with all of the mechanisms that you've got for converting, which are the lead magnets, broadcast group, the DMs, the emails, and the close friends list. And we implement all those 5 conversion mechanisms across all of our businesses that we work on with our clients. That then leads to them either reaching back out to the appointment setter or just directly booking a call off of a lead magnet directly or an email directly. They then enter the pre-call flow. If they're unqualified, we will close them via a financing payment processor. And if they're qualified, we will just collect the payment, pay in full. And it's that simple. That is the full funnel that we implement across every single fitness coach's business. So if we move on to content, very simple. With your Instagram personal brand, there's only 4 types of content that you can post. You've got talking head videos, which are more educational. You've got viral videos. You've got lifestyle videos, and then you've got branding videos. Some people take more of a aesthetic approach. Some people take more of an informational approach. Some people take more of a diet approach, for example. So that's what branding is. And YouTube, again, 4 types of YouTube videos that you can upload. And again, we give all of our clients as well teachings on this, like huge documents that break down what all the successful guys do for YouTube so that they can understand it themselves. Other platforms for social media, you got Snapchat and TikTok, and you've obviously got Facebook as well. So we do also have appointment setters in these platforms for some of our clients who are really big as well. But these come second. YouTube and Instagram are the main needle movers when it actually comes to this. So let's look at ads. Now, in particular, we only run DM ads for our clients. We find those to be the best, especially with the personal relationship that each one of the followers or clients gains. It just is good to keep it all on Instagram inside the DM. If a client has less than a 1K ad spend budget, we just boost the posts and send them to the profile. If they have more than 1K ad spend, then we would do it the traditional way with Ads Manager, doing a mixture of follower ads plus lead magnet ads. However, all of the testimonials that you're seeing right now, we actually get our clients to 20K a month before we even try and turn on ads. The reason being is because you want to max out your organic before you even try ads, because why would you pay for customers if you've got free ones there waiting to be closed? It just makes more sense to do that. So next, we've got the appointment setter themselves, huge part of the funnel. So if we look at the sales team SOP, obviously we have a appointment setting manager that manages all of the setters for all of our clients. They then have a individual specific offer SOP. That is then delivered to the setter. That is then delivered to the closer, who then track their stats in the performance tracker, and then obviously in the revenue tracker as well. And then that feedback then goes back to the sales manager. The sales manager will then review it with the sales staff and optimize. And then the sales manager will review that with myself and also the offer owner. And then finally, I'll come up with the final strategy and we will optimize. So we have a full system for accountability. And this is one of the reasons why your appointment setters or your closers aren't performing, because you don't have a SOP in place to make sure they do perform. There's no one holding them accountable. And then obviously, we have little things like huge onboarding processes that all the setters go through, because the first 7 days of you onboarding a setter really do dictate on whether they are going to be a success or not. So this is like a 40-minute setter onboarding that I created. Goes over absolutely everything that they need to do to actually be successful, not only as an appointment setter in my business and my client's business, but also just moving forward and for the future. So back to the Miro board. Obviously, we also build all the clients' landing page as well. So this just helps to really give them a solid funnel, because they've now got a link in their bio and we can capture data off this. So how I helped 50 plus guys build a lean aesthetic physique in 6 months, VSL, which is a free training, just like the one you're watching right now of me, Typeform embedded as well, and then just a bunch of testimonials. This is really the best way, because people only really care about testimonials because the proof is in the pudding. Back over to Miro. Obviously, in terms of other assets, you get lead magnets as well. This here is an example of how we got 200 leads just from one lead magnet that was on about acne. And the type of lead magnets that we build for our clients are highly converting. They obviously have the calendar embedded as well. And again, we build these for the clients. This one was about acne that got over 250 runs. And there you go. Books the call directly at the bottom as well. So really dope. Next, we have Instagram stories. So we actually have a full A to Z 14-day Instagram story plan that all of our clients get to follow. Now, stories are your best way to convert, because all of your warmer leads, your middle of funnel leads, are actually, viewing your stories. Anyone who's just followed you has only just met you. They're still at the top of funnel. So we have this for all of our clients to follow. And as you can see, it's like a 14-day rolling thing. We break down absolutely everything that they need to know about Instagram stories. So this is how we get flow for the appointment setters, that the appointment setter can then book more appointments. We then have the broadcast group and the close friends list. So we actually get the setter to manage these. The broadcast group's great because it's just a middle of funnel nurture tool, just like the close friends list. You can do cool things like, let's say at the end of the month, let's say you took 60 calls in a month, right? And you closed 15 of them. Well, there's 35 leads now that usually just get forgotten about. But imagine if you had an SOP in place where the last week of every month, you add all of your calls who didn't close to a close friends list and let them know that the price is then going to go up at the end next month. Even if that got you 2 extra sales, we're in the high ticket space. That's 3, 4, 5, maybe even 6K. So it's these little things and these little systems that people just don't know about, or they don't have the time or effort to do, that we make sure we implement into our clients' businesses. And this is the source. This is the real source. Then moving on, we have pre-call flow. So Calendly does automated pre-call flow via text messages and emails, but your appointment setter does a manual pre-call flow. So on the morning of, 1 hour before and 15 minutes before, our appointment setters, we train them to reach out to the lead who has booked, and this turns show rate from 50-60% to 80-90%. And it's the biggest thing you can do, is not just rely on Calendly for the show rate to be good, but also have a manual pre-call flow to help the show rate. Next then is you've actually got the sales school, because you can have the best appointment setter, you can have all these middle of funnel tools and these landing pages and lead magnets and pre-call flows, but at the end of the day, if your close rate is 0%, you collect zero cash. So what we did was create a full sales school. Now, just to give you a bit of background, I've collected over 2.5 million as a closer in the high ticket space. So it just made sense that I could teach people how to also close high ticket, whether they're a fitness influencer or whatever it may be. So we give all of our clients a full A to Z on sales. So each one of these have their own Loom video inside, how to dig deeper, how to find their why, how to identify the problems, their goals, how to pitch, how to frame, the whole A to Z of sales, everything you're going to need, all those results that I showed you at the start, all comes down to having a good close rate, which all came down to the sales school. But not only the sales school, we host one-to-one calls and group calls with all of our guys. And on those group calls, as you can see here, we actually review call recordings live together. So I will go through minute by minute, break down exactly what should have been said or what was wrong about what they did say, and give them feedback on this. And this is how we make sure that all of our guys have, a 30% plus close rate, because the appointment setters are trained well to give qualified leads. And then those qualified leads are jumping on the phone with a ready-made closer who is ready to absolutely crush it and collect high ticket. And this is how we've had so much success. So we have group calls and one-to-one calls. And in those calls, we're reviewing sales calls. So post-close, this is where the coolness also carries on, because we have a unbeatable referral system script. Essentially, every time you sign a client or every time one of your clients has a win, you can just say, by the way, I have a friends and family program where I actually pay you $250 for each referral you bring me. I know people like to train together, so do you know anyone who would want to do this with you? And then something new that we have that's not in here as well is most of you probably send out a check-in form, right, to your clients on Trainerize or whatever app you use. Once a month, at the end of the month, we get our clients to send out their check-in form. And the last question is, do you know anyone who would benefit from this service? That right there gets, I think you've got 30 clients, you've got 20, even you've got 10 clients. They're going to, at least 3 of them are going to put, oh yeah, I know someone, here's his number at the bottom. That's, again, 30% close rate. It's an extra 1 client. And again, only 1 client, right? But that's an extra 2, maybe 2.5K at the end of the month. So it's like your close friends list might only get you 1 extra close. Your broadcast list might only get you 1 extra close. And your referral system script might only get you 1 extra close per month. But those 3 closers, that's now another, 4.5, 6K that we've just added at the end of the month. And again, these little systems are really what make the difference. And that is our full process, A to Z, of how we get our coaches scaled up. The only thing that you haven't seen yet is actually the Discord. So let me quickly show you that. So what we do with the Discord is all of our clients get a system that allows us to make sure that not a single crack or lead slips through the cracks, shall I say. So how this looks is we've got our Zapier, right? Now our Zapier tracks every single time a type form or a lead form is submitted. And then the appointment setter has to tick it once they've dealt with it. This means that no lead comes through our funnel without us knowing. Every time a call gets booked, it also comes through here as well. And every time our appointment setter books a call, they send it in here. So we have a database of everything they do well. But then every time they get left on red, they also put it in here. So this way we can hold the appointment setters accountable and monitor their performance and how well they're talking. But not only that, we also have end of day forms and CRM systems that the setters fill out that keeps them accountable. So I know exactly how much every single setter has done every single day. And this is how you actually manage a sales team and keep them responsible and keep their output high. But that is the full system, A to Z, for how we take fitness influencers from $0 to $20K per month. And in some cases, I've just seen on the landing page, $30K per month. And it really doesn't matter whether you've had a setter before, you've never had a setter before, you have an ad spend or you don't have an ad spend, you have a big following or you don't have a big following. These systems work for absolutely anyone and everyone because they are just basic business fundamentals. The thing is you just need the knowledge and the know-how of how to implement them. And that is what I give people. And that's why we have amazing results, just like all of these. So there is our full strategy, A to Z. And if you want us to actually implement it for you, or you want access to the things that you've seen and you want to know a bit more about what we do, feel free to just book in a call. But that is all. Zidane, over and out. Peace.